Your dog has an entire bed, a couch, a blanket, maybe even your bed. But at night, they choose the doorway. Not the softest place, not always the warmest place. The doorway. And if you have ever stepped over your dog at midnight and wondered, why here? There is a reason. Sometimes it is protection. Sometimes it is habit. Sometimes it is anxiety. And sometimes your dog is quietly choosing the one place where they can keep track of the whole family without needing to move. The important question is not just, why does my dog sleep by the door? The better question is, what does that doorway help your dog feel? Because to humans, a doorway is just a passage. To a dog, it can be a listening post, a boundary, a lookout spot, a place where smells, sounds, movement, and people all pass through. If your dog sleeps there, they may not be trying to block you. They may be trying to understand the room. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to changes in space. They notice where people walk. They notice which door opens first in the morning. They notice keys, shoes, voices, delivery trucks, neighbors, wind, and tiny movements humans barely register. A doorway gives them access to information. From that one spot, your dog may be able to hear the hallway, smell the outside air, watch the kitchen, and still know where you are. That is a powerful position for an animal whose world is built from scent, sound, pattern, and movement. And this is where many people jump to one romantic explanation. They think, my dog is guarding me. Sometimes, yes. But guarding is not always dramatic. It does not always mean your dog believes danger is coming. For many dogs, sleeping by the door is less like being a soldier and more like being the family receptionist. They are not necessarily planning a heroic defense. They are simply placing themselves where new information arrives first. That can look protective because, in a gentle way, it is. Your dog may want to know if someone enters. They may want to be the first to hear movement. They may want their body between the quiet room and the busy outside world, but it does not automatically mean stress. A relaxed dog by the door may breathe slowly. Their body may look heavy. Their jaw may be loose. They may sleep on one hip, sigh, twitch, or roll slightly onto their side. They may lift their head when something changes, then settle again. That kind of doorway sleeping can be completely normal. It can simply mean, this spot makes sense to me. But there is another version. Some dogs sleep by the door because they are waiting. This is especially common when a person in the house is away. Maybe someone works nights. Maybe a family member travels. Maybe your dog has learned that the door is where reunions happen. So they sleep near the place where the missing person returns. Not because they understand calendars, not because they are counting hours the way humans do, but because dogs are pattern readers. They know that people disappear through doors, and people come back through doors. So if the house feels incomplete, the doorway may become the place where hope gathers. This can be tender, but it can also become stressful if the waiting is intense. A dog who sleeps peacefully by the door is different from a dog who cannot relax anywhere else. If your dog paces, whines, stares at the door, startles at every sound, or cannot sleep until someone returns, that may be more than preference. It may be separation-related stress. And the clue is not the location by itself. It is the body. Is your dog resting, or are they monitoring? Those are not the same thing. A resting dog can choose the door and still feel safe. A monitoring dog looks like they are on duty. Their ears may stay high. Their body may stay tight. Their breathing may be shallow. They may pop up at tiny noises. They may lie down, but never really let go. That difference matters. Because the goal is not to stop your dog from liking doorways. The goal is to understand what the doorway is doing for them. For some dogs, the doorway is about temperature. Cool air moves under doors. Tile or hardwood near an entryway may feel better than a warm bed. Dogs do not choose comfort the way humans expect. A bed that looks soft to us may feel too warm. A fluffy blanket may trap heat. A corner may feel too enclosed. The floor near the door may be cooler, firmer, and easier on the body. Older dogs may especially prefer this. A dog with sore joints may choose a flatter surface. A dog who feels overheated may choose airflow. A dog with back or hip discomfort may avoid climbing onto furniture and settle near the easiest resting place instead. That does not mean every doorway dog is in pain. Most are not. But if the behavior is new, sudden, or paired with stiffness, limping, trouble standing, panting at rest, appetite changes, hiding, or sensitivity to touch, it deserves attention. Sometimes a dog does not say, "My body hurts." They say it by changing where they sleep. There is also a social reason. Doorways are thresholds. They connect rooms. And dogs often care deeply about connection. If your dog sleeps in the doorway between your bedroom and the hall, they may be choosing a place that lets them stay near you while still keeping access to the rest of the home. Close, but not trapped. Connected, but not crowded. Near the family, but still free to move. This can be especially true for dogs who like people, but do not love being pinned into long cuddles. They want belonging. They want awareness. They want an exit route. And that is why forcing them away from it can sometimes make things worse. If your dog is relaxed and safe there, the doorway may be serving a purpose. Instead of thinking, "Why will they not use the expensive bed I bought?" Try asking, "What does this spot give them that the bed does not?" Maybe it gives them airflow. Maybe it gives them a view. Maybe it gives them distance from noise. Maybe it lets them rest without feeling surrounded. Dogs are not being ungrateful when they ignore the bed. They are choosing the place that makes their nervous system feel right. So how do you read it? Ask 3 small questions. First, is my dog relaxed? Look at the whole body. Loose paws, soft ears, slow breathing, a heavy body, eyes that close again after checking a sound. Those are good signs. Second, is this behavior flexible? A healthy preference usually has flexibility. Your dog may sleep by the door sometimes, on the couch sometimes, beside you sometimes, and on the floor sometimes. But if they can only settle by the door, that tells you something else. Third, did anything change? Did the behavior start after a move? A new person? A new dog? A family member leaving? A change in sleep schedule? A health issue? Dogs often attach meaning to places after life changes. The doorway may become important because the house itself feels different. If your dog sleeps by the door and seems peaceful, you do not need to fix it. You can make that spot safer. Keep the walkway clear. Make sure no one trips over them at night. Offer a thin mat or washable blanket nearby. And let them choose. But if they seem tense, waiting, restless, or unable to fully sleep, support the feeling underneath the behavior. Give them calm routines. Practice short, low-pressure departures. Reward settling in different spots. And if the change is sudden or paired with physical symptoms, talk to a veterinarian. The sweetest part is this. Sometimes your dog sleeping by the door is not a problem at all. It is their quiet way of placing themselves between worlds. One ear toward the house, one ear toward the hallway. Close enough to know where you are. Ready enough to notice what changes. Safe enough to sleep. So tonight, if you find your dog curled by the door, do not only see the inconvenience. Look closer. Maybe they are guarding. Maybe they are cooling down. Maybe they are waiting for someone they love. And maybe, in their own quiet way, they are saying, "I can rest here because I know where everyone is." Has your dog ever chosen the doorway instead of the bed? Watch their body tonight and tell me what you notice in the comments below. Subscribe for more Canine Mind Decodes, and I will see you next time.